So right now, I wanted to say congratulations on making it this far and building, a couple of small Ruby programs. Um, you guys already know what two different objects are, strings and fix them slash integers. You're well on your way to becoming a programmer using Ruby, which is awesome. You guys have done a lot, honestly, in just a couple of videos. And you're going to continue to build off of those foundations and learn new topics that will only further advance where you go. Um, Now, all the topics kind of build off of what we've already covered. So the fact that you've made it this far already and we're able to get Ruby running and we're able to execute programs is an awesome, awesome thing, and is no, you don't want to overlook that. Like, you guys have already accomplished something, and you're going to continue to accomplish and build off those accomplishments, um, throughout programming, whether you do it as a career or whether you do it just for fun. Um, you know, you will continue to building off of what you already know is the only way to master something. So just want to say congratulations. Um, and you guys are doing awesome. Now, one other thing that I want to show during this video, or just kind of explain, is experimenting with the Ruby language. Um, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So, you guys are listening to the concepts that I'm explaining. You're coding along, and that's great. And that's the way that you become familiar with concepts, become familiar with syntax, see how things work. But in addition to that, you should try to experiment with code and see what different things do, and try to break your programs and get error messages and learn about, by breaking these things, you will learn more about the language and how things work. So let's, you know what strings are, you know what integers are, and you know that you can perform operations on these different objects. So let's try to do that by experimenting. So I think, let me take a string, we'll call it hello, and then we'll multiply that by 10. And let's see what that returns us. Oh, so you can take a string object, perform multiplication arithmetic using an integer, and get an output of that string that many times. So we should have 10 hellos, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in this new concatenated string object, which is great. Now we know that that's something that you can do, and you see that there are different operations that you can perform using two different data types. Now, let's do something that might give us an error. By the way, I just clicked up, and that brings me to the last command that I entered. If we try to divide this by 10, I'm pretty sure we're going to be met with an error here. Right? So we get an error back. We don't have to go too deep into what the error is, but just for explanation's sake, undefined method, division, you can't do division on a string. So now we know that. And we wouldn't have known that unless we'd played around with it. And so like the more you play around, the more you absorb in the class, the better you're going to be. Your proficiency is directly proportional to the effort that you put in, both in paying attention to the class and coding along, and also in what that you do outside of the class and the different things that you try with the program. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to explain a couple of those things to you guys, and let's build off of the foundation that you currently have. And I'll see you in the next video.